Hey there, collective. Welcome back to Zen in the Void. You guys are tuned in to the right place. Don't worry. I know that it's a completely different view, honey, and we're going to be doing something completely different today from a completely different perspective than normal. So I'm so excited. It's so funny because when I first started doing tarot on YouTube, I was staying in a hotel. If you guys want to go back and look at like my old videos, and you could see like my entire self like sitting at like a setup. And I don't know, it's something about that way of reading that I really miss, because even though I was using cards, I was truly channeling the whole time. I just feel like I've become a little reliant on the cards. I don't really like that. So this is just a test, so to speak, to just use Oracle and channel to you guys and see how the messages are coming out for you guys. So I have my amethyst point, okay, and then I have my clear quartz point as well, and of course we got the cocoa as well assisting us, okay, with these reads. Okay, so before I begun this whole thing, I got some downloads about where Virgos are currently right now. And I just want to say that I feel like this is a very brand new kind of space and energy for Virgos that a lot of you guys are entering right now. It's almost like I just see this vision of like a portal, kind of like when we have like these solar eclipse that kind of sometimes happen around Lionsgate, which happens in August, I think, like every year. I'm just seeing like this big sun portal or this fiery looking portal, and or like light, right? It's just this golden like light, and like tons of Virgos are just like sliding through it, and there's this look of just like, what's the, how can I explain the look? It's a look of like, I don't want to say confusion because that's not the look. It's more of a look of like, you know, like how a monotone voice sounds is like the face just has no expression. And part of that, I think, is because we're going through some type of transformation where it's like so potent and it's so transformative. It's almost like we can't even recognize ourselves, but it's such a good feeling. It feels natural, like it's almost like we've reclaimed. I saw 234, so thank you, Spirit, for that confirmation. But it's almost as if we have like reclaimed our power back, Virgos, and I think that we're entering that chat. Okay, Virgo has now entered the chat all powered up, you know. And I don't know, with that, I just feel like a lot of Virgos may feel a bit confused right now, or if it's not confusion, it's just like, I'm trying to find the words, help me, great spirit, but like it's that feeling of like, I don't know what's going on, but I'm just going with it, right? Like that's what I'm getting for us Virgos. Like that's how I'm feeling. I feel like that's how so many people are feeling that I'm coming in contact with, um, who have strong Virgo placements. So with that being said, I'm gonna try to get a few evolution cards out here. As I said, this is a test. I wasn't supposed to see you guys till tomorrow, but I just felt called to do this right now. Yeah, it's so funny because it's almost like as you go through this transition, I feel like Spirit just really wants you to relax. If you guys hear noises in the background, I'm sorry. I have my door open, and that's my neighbors. So my apologies. But I feel like Spirit just wants Virgos to relax through this process. I think Spirit realizes that this is a very transformative time, and it may feel like that. Everyone loves to say this whole butterfly and a chrysalis, like a caterpillar and a chrysalis turn into a butterfly kind of thing, and that's literally what you guys are going through. It's like you guys are molting, like you literally are molting, and you're like, what the fuck is happening? And next thing you know, you're gonna look up and you're gonna be like, whoa, like who's this, who's that? It's you, Virgo. It's been you all along. And Spirit just wants you to relax. I feel like I should pull up Oracle now, because that's what I'm being guided to do. I just heard microphone. Microphone. So some of you guys are getting comfortable using a microphone. Maybe you guys are speakers, or you make music, or you do like spoken word. Maybe there was something about microphones at first that made you feel a little bit uncomfortable. It's funny that I received that because that's something I can really actually relate to. And I was just talking to a friend about that. So for the love oracle cards, we got Edward the Eighth, Josephine Baker, and Greta Garbo. Um, yeah, this is all the Edward the Eighth one is talking about being self-empowered, and that's literally what this whole channel has been about so far. Realizing just how much power you have. I feel like Virgos, you guys are coming into your power and you're realizing how potent it is, how strong it is, how much power you actually have, and it's like a hell of a lot, right? So I feel like with this Edward the Eighth card, it's pretty much just talking about being a king or being the ruler or the empire, like the emperor of your own empire, and building the community that you want. Basically building shit how you want it to look, Virgo, and I feel like that's something that you guys are going to get a chance to do very soon. I just saw 555. I feel like you guys have already actually started that, but you're going to see more evidence of that and more like opportunities to do so in your life, and it's kind of crazy, honestly. I feel like with this Josephine Baker card, you guys are learning how to use your attributes to benefit you in the best way or the strongest of ways. You want to leave an impression on everybody you meet. Not the one where people looks and goes, oh, there's a Virgo, they're so giving, they're so loving, they're so light, they're so this, they're so that. All these light things. No, I think Virgo, you are trying to control the narrative at this point. You want to leave a different impression on people. You want to leave, I just heard unapologetic bitch. Somebody wants to be an unapologetic bitch. And not a bitch like mean bitch. Maybe you do want to be a mean bitch, but I'm getting that like you guys just want to be unapologetic for who it is that you who you are. You know, I feel like you guys want to live your life in all your colors. Okay? Yeah. I think you guys are really fucking creating something great. Wow. With this Greta Garbo card, I think that this one also is about being a leader and just like taking the lead in your relationships and things like that. So that's what we have with those love oracle cards. Let me get another one of these. I just saw 717 again, and I didn't even get to look it up last night, guys. I was so tired. You're supposed to be laughing right now, Virgo. Get you a good laugh in. Hang out with those friends that make you laugh. Okay, look at one of your favorite movies, some stand-up comedy. Okay, laugh, a big ass, deep ass, belly gut laugh. Okay, period. You deserve it. Let me see if anything else comes in. I just heard Medea. Somebody loves Medea. I just saw 747 on the time. That's another amazing angel number. Somebody likes Medea, so watch yourself some Medea. I just heard car trouble. So some of you guys could be having some car trouble right now. I just heard from Spirit that it could be because you are supposed to be kind of slowing down and sitting still a little bit right now. You have eternal work to do. So you have inner work you're supposed to be doing right now, and it's going to benefit you for eternity. I know it sounds heavy, right? Big responsibility, but that's literally like what you're due to be doing right now. So that's why Spirit is like fucking with your car. Spirit is like, girl, guy, sir, madam, okay, put the keys down, sit your ass down, relax inside for a bit. Okay, let's see what else I received. This is actually really fun, and it's going really well. I charged my crystals up today, so I feel like they are really hitting and smacking and slapping right now. Let's see. Okay. I heard graham crackers, so I don't know what the hell that has to do with anything. If anybody's like eating graham crackers or that's your favorite food or something, Spirit maybe wants you to tap into this read. Okay. I just heard heifer, so I don't know who be saying heifer or anything like that. I feel like a lot of you guys are working on your faith, working on kind of being okay with not knowing what's going to happen in your life. You're trying to be kind to people, even when they piss you off, even people you don't like. I feel like that helps the cold-hearted Virgo. You've been allowing yourself to accept help. I feel like you have like a once-in-a-lifetime chance coming up for something. Not even a once-in-a-lifetime chance, but you have a rare opportunity to do something soon. And I just heard that a lot of you guys are trying to gear up for that. Like basically put yourself in an energetic alignment to the chance that you think is coming towards you. I just heard that a lot of you should not be listening to too many tarot readings right now. I think Spirit wants you to be very particular what types of readings you take in. I think Spirit does not want you guys to listen to any love readings. Okay, if a lot of you, I think you guys know this already. If you guys are knowing what I'm talking about, drop a like, drop a comment, because I feel like Spirit is telling me right now, like, a lot of people know what you're talking about. They know what you mean. Like, they getting it. Okay, that's why I made you say it. So if you feel like you need to withdraw from watching like love readings for a while, I would say do so. I feel like a lot of the manifestations or the opportunities that you're getting soon are maybe having to do with love, and it's so different than what you're used to. Nothing that's coming through in these readings can even, I think, can even really truly grasp what it is you'll experience. So what you'll mostly be hearing about are those people that you just had to let go of, all the people you had to discard in order to be this leader, right? And make some of your own choices and build your own empire and your own reality up the way that you want it. The only thing you're going to be receiving in love readings, I just saw 1111, is a bunch of leftover energy from a bunch of people who are just not a fucking factor right now, if I'm just being honest. Like, they don't matter to you anymore. They're not even a part of your new life experience, right? Like, I can't even stress that enough. I'm getting that so hard. They're telling me to like really read this Edward the Eighth card. The first quote says, "One night can follow you for the rest of your life." I feel like you guys are tempted to have one night stands. You're tempted to have some like a little sneaky link, a little get your issue off kind of moment. But I feel like you guys are being careful, because I just heard that a lot of you are aware that there's entities that's trying to get you caught up in any way that they can. So I feel like you guys are in a space where you're like, if I have a one night stand with just anybody, I can't sleep with just anybody. I'm not just anybody. Is that vibe, okay? I feel like you guys are basically watching your back. You're watching out for the snakes in the grass, and you've had enough experience to know that the sneaky lanes that you deal with, Virgo, you're so damn powerful. You attract some pretty fucking low vibrational people. They're attracted to that portal in between your legs. That I just saw 1, 2, 3, 4. I can't make it up. They're attracted to that portal right there. Okay, whether it's this part of the Ankh, honey, and you're the vessel, or unless you are the you enter. You know what I'm saying? Unless you got a wand, whether you got a wand or a fucking river, okay, you know what you working with. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what it's checking for down there. You know that you attract. It's so funny because Spirit just told me I can share this. Thank you, Spirit. It's a little personal, but Spirit said to share it, okay? There's about 3 or 4 times in my life where very sexual people that I've come across have referred to my reproductive area as the gates of heaven or something of that nature. I'm not saying that to brag. I'm saying that to say, because these people never even touched it, seen it, felt it, nothing. I haven't talked about it, bragged about it, nothing, right? But the people who said this were people who wanted it but could not get it. Virgo, how people view you, or how people have viewed you thus far, is that you are untouchable unless you want to be touched, and you're very picky about who it is that you let in. There's a lot of people who wish they could get in, but they know that they're not the ones that could even come in that area with you or do that thing with you. Virgo, people view you as virtuous. They view you, whether you portray yourself as celibate or sexually free, however the fuck you present yourself. You could be a hoe, you could be celibate, you could be a nun. People still view you, no matter what you do, as like prize pussy, prize penis. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's how they view you, Virgo. So you're trying to be careful with the one night stands. The next quote says, "A king is nothing without the woman he loves." So Spirit knows this. Spirit knows that you are better with love in your life. That's why you're about to be blessed with something beyond what you thought, based off what you just went through or what you have gone through thus far. It says, make your own kingdom and choose your own family. That's what you're doing, Virgo. That's the vibe you're in. That's why you want to relax. That's why you want to laugh. That's why you want to have faith and be kind and be helpful and accept help and allow these changes and these chances to come through, because it's almost like, oh, I just heard Powerpuff Girls. When Professor X was making the Powerpuff Girls, and he put a little sugar, a little sweet, spicy, a little, all these different flavors. That's what you're doing, Virgo. I just see you whipping it up in the kitchen like the alchemist that you are, and you're like, ooh, I want a lot of kindness in my life. I want a lot of laughter. I want a lot of faith. I need all my relationships to be rooted in faith and spirituality. I want my partner or whatever, I don't know. I don't even think y'all are thinking about a partner, because as soon as I said that, Spirit was like, nope. Spirit's like, I already got that under control. I know exactly what you want. Exactly what you want. I won't even speak on that. Spirit said not to. But it's almost like you're trying to have a certain, you know what the fuck you want, Virgo, and you're going for it. I just saw 16. Thank you, Spirit. You're going for it. Like, anything else from this oracle deck, from the evolution deck? Oh my goodness. Well, okay, I love this, because the first card I saw was Blossom in Time. So it's almost time for you to blossom, Virgo. And it's funny because I have these lilies right here in my window. That's my flower of the week that I purchased, is lilies, and they're so beautiful. But I keep looking at them because this one just blossomed, and it's beautiful. Like, it's so perfect and pretty and soft. And then there's these other two that have to blossom. And it's funny because Spirit kept having me look at that for a reason, and I did not put two and two together until these cards came out. So it's almost time for you to blossom. Like, you are blossoming, I think, as you allow yourself to ignite yourself, like, as you allow passion to, like, fill your life, Virgo, and you having these revelations about who you really are, and you're thinking about it, and you're really thinking about it. It's so funny because I saw this quote today, and it completely aligns to what we're doing right here, right now. And it said, like, basically your body, your vessel, becomes the food that you eat. Whatever you eat, your body becomes that. Every 30 days, your cells replenish to become whatever it is that you've been eating. So you have like a month each time to, like, kind of like renew your cells and renew your body. That's just a little quick tip, okay? But the other thing is that how you think literally becomes your spirit, your soul's essence. So I think that you've been spending a lot of time working on your thought patterns. Working on your fucking thought patterns. Literally sitting there, like, every time a negative thought comes up, it's like you snatch it like a fucking fish out of water and go, nope, nip it in the bud. Every time a fear comes up, boop. Why does that feel fear? Well, you question that fear. It's almost like you antagonize that fear. You argue that fear down. You like, what the fuck are you doing here? Why are you here? What are you? Your fear is like, I'm sorry, I'm just the self-doubt that arises sometimes. I'm sorry. And you're like, well, what the fuck are you doing here, self-doubt? And it's like, sorry, I'm just here because I was, from your last relationship, it just, oh my God, like, they just kind of made us feel so bad about ourselves because they kind of hated themselves. So now I'm just kind of still lurking around the kingdom. And you're like, nah, okay, thanks for letting me know. Snatch. Goodbye. And I'm laughing because that's what Spirit is giving me. That's what Spirit's giving me. And I keep looking at this book down here. And I'm just going to show it to you guys. All right. I found it. Wow, that's crazy. Wow, what the fuck? I was supposed to say whose fucking receipt is this that fell out the book? Honey, it's my receipt. Liquor store. The amount that I spent is, well, the time was 1808. That's a fire ass number. But anyways, that just felt symbolic as fuck. But anyways, this is a book that keeps catching my eye. I found this at a bookstore. They were just giving away free books in NoHo. But yeah, it says, I'm okay, you're okay. I'm okay, you're okay. Are you okay? Says the back. Are you okay? So I feel like spirit is making me look at this because I feel like the rebirth or the death and rebirth that you just went through, Virgo, as like what I keep hearing is you don't even recognize yourself. And this, I say this in the best way. It's like you're looking at yourself and you're like, you're okay. I'm okay. Like, you're okay. Like, you're talking to yourself like, damn, like, it's almost like you can't believe you made it through. I just saw 22 on the time. It's almost like you can't believe that you made it out of the situation that you were just in, the circumstances you were just in, and you're looking at yourself and you're like, how the fuck am I this gorgeous? How am I this gorgeous? After what I just been through, how? How do I have this much fire, passion, love, laughter, excitement inside of me? Virgo, that's your guides. They were waiting on you to get to this point. They had it timed in their watches. And there was all these little things that other entities set up around for that same timing just to throw you all off alignment in all kinds of ways, Virgo. But you know what? The power that you've had, like, kind of waiting in the wings to be used, it's the potency of it is like ridiculous. I just saw 21, 21, 21, 21. Hey, but it's potent. It's ridiculous how fucking powerful it is. It's potential energy. Wow. I'm seeing all kinds of examples in my head. Most of them are scientific. Some of them are related to physics and aerodynamics. And I want to explain them, but I don't know if I should. I feel like someone here will understand it. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, so some of you guys know about cars and aerodynamics and any type of engineered something that's made for speed, right? I just heard Godspeed. Wow. That's not something I say. I just heard it. So maybe it's something one of you guys say. But it's almost like, Virgo, you were made. You were created. Okay? Beyonce shit. You were created and engineered in a specific aerodynamic design, so to speak, so that you can go fast. I feel like all through life, you've been driving your vehicle. You've been driving like Miss Daisy. You've been driving like motherfucking... I know y'all seen Halloween Town when they were under the gray spell, and the guy who drives the cab usually drives fast and crazy, and he's funny, but he was driving real slow, steady, so damn slow you barely getting there. Y'all were driving at like goddamn like Miss Minnie. Y'all was driving at like 5 miles an hour. But Spirit whispered in your ear and said, Virgo, you can hit the gas now. And you didn't even know your fucking your vehicle, your vessel was made for speed. It's like you've been driving at 5 miles an hour in a goddamn Maserati in a motherfucking, I don't even know, just whatever sports car, right? And then you hit that gas and you're like, woo, shit. I saw 2, 3, 3, 4. It's like you took off and you were like, God damn, I did not know. I didn't know that I had that power. I didn't know I had that ability. And that's literally taking you so, not only are you going into the unknown, into your fool's journey, but it's just wondrous. I might name that this. Everything is wondrous. Everything's amazing. And I really hope that that's the right title. I'm going to check in with Spirit, but because I feel like this is a special read. I feel this channel. I'm hot. I feel it from like all my chakras are like, I saw 24, 24. My Kundalini feels like it is rising, yes. I think that's all I have for you. I feel like Spirit just really wants you to know to be careful with the information that you're taking in right now from readings. Readings are amazing. YouTube professionals are amazing. Not saying not to support them or watch them, but right now is just a little bit of a tricky time. Some of those things could just fuck up your thought patterns, and a lot of you guys are working on your thought patterns. So I hope this helped someone. Yeah, I think that's all that I have. I will take out. Let's see what energy you're in right now, Virgo, because I feel like I know. Like I can't even like you guys are fucking going up. It's like y'all ate a mushroom and now y'all just like powering up like fucking Super Mario. What energy is Virgo in right now? What are my Virgo ladies and gents, dudes and betties into right now? What are the vibes? What are the vibes? I don't even think. Ooh, I'm so hot. I felt like the one. Y'all always get Ernest Hemingway. That's crazy. That's crazy. I feel like that's the one y'all was in. It's funny. Ricky Martin is who y'all have that kind of came out. It says sex is like exercise. Practice and discipline are essential. So I feel like a lot of you guys are feeling very sexy right now, very sensual, very horny. That's what happens when you are kind of enthralled with like creative energy and like vitality. It's a very sexual energy as well. Sometimes we don't associate those two things, like creativity with sexuality or sexual vitality. But when you feel all that energy, it's natural that you start feeling a lot more aroused and turned on in life. And it's funny because Spirit has me looking at this picture with this guy with his hand on himself, and he's looking at Ricky Martin. And it's like that. People are looking at you, Virgo, and they're like touching themselves like, damn, I want a piece. I just want a piece. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how people are feeling. And then the second one says that the crowd can go wild, but love is something only your secret heart can know. So I feel like a part of you, Virgo, just wants to really like soil your wild oats, like really try some things out sexually, just kind of get out here and like live your best life, whether you actually have sex or not. I just really feel like you just really want to flirt and you really want